Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Why it is so? Again, the cord is a problem. Okay. So I will use this only, my own laptop. Okay. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, everybody. Now I'm using my webcam. Maitreya uvacha Ittam viparyaya matihi Papi yat utpatam gataha Anuniyamanas tadvachan Nachakre bhrashta mangalaha. Maitreya uvacha Ittam viparyaya matihi Ittam viparyaya matihi Papiyan utpatam gataha Papiyan utpatam gataha Anuniyamanat tadvachanam Anuyanas tad vancham. It's not vachanam. Yachanam. Anuniyamas tad yachanam. Nachakre bhrashta mangalaha. Maitreya uvacha Ittam viparyaya matihi Papiyam utpatham gataha Anuniyamanas tad yachanam Anuniyamanas tad yachanam Nachakre bhrashta mangalaha. Maitreya uvacha Ittam viparyaya matihi Papiyan utpatham gataha Anuniyamanas tad yachanam Nachakre bhrashta mangalaha. Maitreya Uvacha. Maitreya said, Etam das viparyayahamatihi. One who has developed perverse intelligence. Papiyan, most sinful. Utpatham, from the right path. Gataha, having gone. Anuniyamanaha, being offered all respect. Tadyachanam, the request of the sages. Na, not. Chakre, accepted. Bhrashta, bereft of. Mangalaha, all good fortune. The great sage Maitreya continued, thus the king who became unintelligent due to his sinful life and deviation from the right path became actually bereft of all good fortune. He could not accept the request of the great sages, which the sages put before him with great respect, and therefore he was condemned. The great sage Maitreya continued, thus the king who became unintelligent due to his sinful life and deviation from the right path became actually bereft of all good fortune. He could not accept the request of all the great sages, which the sages put before him with great respect, and therefore he was condemned. Yes, Supriti Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. The demons certainly cannot have any faith in the words of authorities. In fact, they are always disrespectful to authorities. They manufacture their own religious principles and disobey great personalities like Vyasa, Narada, and even the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. As soon as one disobeys authority, he immediately becomes very sinful and loses his good fortune. The king was so puffed up and impudent that he dared disrespect the great saintly personalities, and this brought him ruination. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishraya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisheshaya Shunyavadi Pashat Deshatarine. Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Maitreya Uvacha Itam Viparyayamatihi Papiyan Utpatham Gataha Anuniyamana Tadhyachanam Nachakre Bhrashta Mangalaha. The great sage Maitreya continued that the king who became unintelligent due to his sinful life and deviation from the right path became actually bereft of all good fortune. He could not accept the request of the great sages, which the sages put before him with great respect, and therefore he was condemned. Okay, Hare Krishna. Give me an example where some person did not accept a good instruction. It was a good instruction, but he did not accept. Yes. Any example from your life or from the Shastra? It was a very good instruction, but you didn't accept. Yes, come on. Yeah, just close it. Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Vibhishana told his brother Ravana, he gave a lot of instruction to send Sita away, and that is not the right thing to do. All these things he instructed, but he failed to listen. And because of that, he had to face the consequences, and he lost his life also at the end.
Perfect. Yes. Any other example?
Vidura's instructions to
Duryodhana,
Yes.
Dhritarashtra. Yeah.
And he didn't listen and then he faced a consequence. Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Prahlad Maharaj instructed Hiranyakashipu.
Yes. And Hiranyakashipu listened to him?
Prabhu.
No, Prabhuji.
Okay, Chen. Then anybody else?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Lord Krishna instructed Duryodhana not to divide the kingdom and give at least 5 villages to the Pandavas, but still he disagreed, saying that even he would not give a land which would be seen through a little tip, so that which lead to the battle in Kurukshetra.
Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes. Done? Okay. Yes, Murlidharji, which one you have in your mind? Okay. So anyway, we saw the instances. Now the question actually is not that. Question is more deeper. Why does it happen? We see Vidura, he was speaking very gently. Vidura was not shouting. His behavior was very soft. Prahlad Maharaj was also giving an instruction. His behavior was also very gentle. He used to pay obeisance to his father. He was perfect in his behavior. Similarly, Krishna instructing Duryodhana, he also definitely the Supreme Lord spoke with great affection. So we see these instances of, we had instance of Vidura instructing Dhritarashtra, and you have Shobha Malli Mataji has Shishupal, we have Hiranyakashipu getting instruction of Prahlad Maharaj, we have Duryodhana getting instruction from Krishna, we have Jagai Madai, we have Bali Maharaj, we have so many situations we see. Very good message was given, but the person did not accept. And even in our life now, we can see, we know Srila Prabhupada so many instructions, but we don't follow. Correct? We know. We can follow, but we do not follow. Now the question will be even much more serious. The why we do not follow. In fact, this was, if we can solve this riddle, we can make great advancement in spiritual life. How is it that sometimes we become like Duryodhana, we become like Vena, we become like Dhritarashtra, we become like Hiranyakashipu, we become like Ravana, and we do not care for a good instruction, which is set for our benefit? When they are opening the altar, huh? That's okay, but first. So the question is that is more deeper. That why is it somebody will not accept an instruction, which is for our good? Vibhishana's instruction was good for Ravana. Had he accepted the instruction, so many good things would have happened. Correct? Everything would have been wonderful. Similarly, Duryodhana would have accepted the instruction of Krishna, it would have been so nice. Mike there. So question becomes actually more difficult, that why is it that these personality did not accept the instruction? You can give the mic here. Chodo ye sab. Take it out. Hare Krishna. Oh, सब में जीरो करा हुआ है. ठीक है. So now the question is even more deeper. If you have the answer, you put in the this thing. Because the idea is that how we can be not trapped with the same kind of illusion. So this requires little deeper analysis. Shri Radha Govinda ki, Shri Gaur Nitai ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Okay. Yes, Maya Aprahita Jnana, a good example. Pashyanapi na pashyati, another good. So now, meditating on this, Janmaishwarya Shuta Shivi Edaman Madha Puman Na Ev Arti Abhidhatum Vai Tam Akinchana Gochara. We can capture Krishna or Krishna's instruction only when we are not intoxicated. Just like an intoxicated person, if you go to meet him, you give him some good advice, he cannot listen because his brain is not working now. He has lost his sanity. So similarly, Duryodhana was proud of something, we don't know what. Shishupal was proud of something, we don't know what. Ravana was proud of something. And in that situation, the person cannot capture Krishna. Now we see where all the disqualifications have been given to capture Krishna, you will fit in here. When Hiranyakashipu asked Prahlad Maharaj, who made you Krishna conscious? He rather told him, you will not become Krishna conscious. Matirana Krishna parato sato va mito vipadyed grahavratana adant gobhi vishatam tamishram punah punah charvita charvanana. Very beautiful shloka. It says, Matirana Krishna, you will not become Krishna conscious because you are indulging in sense enjoyment. Grahavrata, because you have taken an oath that you will become happy only by sense enjoyment. So that will be a disqualification. Another feature, if there is a pride, because of some silly reason, I am educated, I am wealthy, Janma, I have a great parentage, Aishwarya, I have great money, great learning, I am very beautiful. Biggest joke is every idiot thinks he is beautiful. In fact, if I look at people, I see them as some animal only. As somebody looks like a donkey, somebody looks like a dog. When you see others, but ourselves we think we are some handsome person. Biggest joke. All of us look like some animal only. But still, some idiot would have said once, hey, you look handsome, and we start believing that. So anyway, some stupid reason we are proud of ourselves. That may be one reason. That Janmaishwarya, Queen Kunti disqualifies us to receive Krishna. Krishna means Krishna's instruction also is in the same plane. Prahlad Maharaj says, what will disqualify us from receiving Krishna? He says, if you have taken an oath that I will become happy by sense enjoyment. Correct? Matirena Krishna parato sato va mito vipadyet grahavratanam adant gobi vishutam. Adant gobi, uncontrolled senses. Okay, now give me the instruction from the Shastra where we are disqualified to understand Krishna. We see in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says at the end, don't tell Gita to the people who are sensuous, who are not austere, correct? Who are not devoted. He says various criteria. So, yes, anybody else, instruction from the Shastra which shows that why we become disqualified to receive Krishna. Bhogashwarya prasaktanam taya aprita chetasam if you have developing aspiration for sense enjoyment and opulence, you become disqualified to receive Krishna. Vyavasayatmika buddhi samadhavana vidiyate. Yes, Sarita Mataji, yes, Shastra vidam usrijya. Yes, another thing, person who doesn't care to follow the Shastra, Nata Siddhi, he also cannot accept Krishna. Yes. Any other place in the scripture you find a situation, a reason why we don't accept Krishna's instruction? Somebody was given good counsel, he didn't accept, and there is a reason. So here it is said anyway, it's a great misfortune when you do not accept instruction. In fact, the very reason the kings are always controlled by Brahmanas. And we see, and when they did not listen, Parashuram had to act, because that cannot be the way it should be. And my simple analysis on this was, the Shudra cannot accept an authority. A Tamasic person cannot accept authority. He unwillingly accepts authority because he's paid some money. Otherwise he cannot accept. A Brahmana, we see when they are listening to Shukamuni, thousands of sages are voluntarily accepting the authority of Shukamuni. True or not? Brahmana voluntarily goes under the protection of senior Brahmana. Voluntarily. There is no force. A Shudra is forced to accept authority by a stick or by money. He doesn't want this. So Shudra mentality is actually to revolt. So Tamoguna, just like Duryodhana or all these people, the Tamoguna means they will not accept counsel and advice, that Tamasic nature. But Brahmanical nature is to voluntarily go under the protection. Just like Srila Prabhupada says, I so fortunate to go under the protection of my spiritual master. He says this. Correct? So fortunate. On that day, I came under his protection. So that's Brahminical nature. Okay? So Vena, if he had a Brahminical nature, would have taken, yes, I want to be under your protection. Please guide me. What should I do? It's a Brahminical nature to accept a Guru. Shudra cannot accept Guru. Therefore, he is thrown out from the Gurukul. It's just superficial. Just like today, the youngsters are mostly in Tamoguna by their habits. Therefore, they cannot accept the control in the class. Their mind revolts. Immediately revolt. I just cannot accept. The teacher says sit down, I'll not sit down. Teacher says keep quiet, they'll not keep quiet. Correct? And finally it's, then teacher has to create a fear. Like I had an instance, I was taking a class, everybody was making noise, I took one student, threw him out of the class. Then others became silent, out of fear. But the nature is Shudra. Take us to the various thing, and as we advance in Krishna consciousness, then we start seeing things differently. Our vision, our convictions, our conclusions are all governed by Maya. Just like Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, people worship devatas, I only give faith. I only give faith. It's not that I have faith in them. Krishna only gave you, because that's the platform you are in. So we can never be sure of our appreciations for somebody, because our appreciation will be based on sense gratification generally. Somebody says you are very wonderful, if you are in the lower modes, he becomes God for us, even though I am an idiot. Somebody may actually tell you something very bitter, but actually that may be great instruction for you. Like the sages that come to Vena, the Vena feels correct what he is telling. Don't think Vena feels he is wrong. Vena is feeling it's correct. Where is Devata? Where is God? Ye pagal ho gaye ho kya? All Devatas, everything reside in me. That's also there in the Shastra. All the Devatas reside in the body of the Guru and the King. True. But if he is devoted, How can you say, it is said the Guru is sum total of all the devatas reside in the Guru. Similarly, if the king is also representing the Lord, they reside in him. If you serve the king, everything is fine. So he has twisted all philosophy. He is not devoted to God. Just like somebody can say, all devatas reside in me and I am representing Krishna, like Mayavada, you worship me. You can say like that. Mayavadis say that. Correct? So don't think Vena is feeling he is wrong. So we are totally gripped by the three modes, our convictions, our conclusions. In fact, even Krishna consciousness we have today, second it can disappear. Just like Vena is feeling, it is no need to worship God. We never feel that you cannot do that. Don't feel you cannot do that. Just like somebody in a college, he gets infection, previously COVID. Then whole class will be very scared. We are coming from Nellore, our driver was sneezing all the time, and coming back I got COVID. And I was all the time scared of him. He was coughing, sneezing. I knew he had infection, and it was such a difficult situation, So why? I can also get. So that's an infection only, no? If somebody has, you can also get. So don't think that I cannot become like Vena and refuse a good counsel. It's quite possible. We are not something from heaven or Vaikuntha we have landed just now. No. So when we see, suppose somebody is very sick, I can also fall sick like him, maybe even worse than him. At least Vena did not attack the sages. Shishupal attacked. Or some people attack the Lord. There are demons who attack the Lord himself, correct? Hiranyakashipu attack Saint Prahlad Maharaj itself. Don't you think you will not become Hiranyakashipu? Possible, you can become Hiranyakashipu. You can do worse than Hiranyakashipu. Never feel we are some very special people. Then you become humble. Maya can make an ass out of any one of us at any time. And even our faith in Krishna is not something we can take for granted. It's a blessing of the Lord. Somehow we did something to please Srila Prabhupada. Yasya prasadat, Bhagavat prasada. We have got some mercy and today we are having faith. We are chanting our rounds. If we are chanting, we are praying to the deities. If we are praying, we are reading Shastra. If we are reading, that is all the faith has been invested by Krishna. Even Dhamma, correct? Faith in the Dhamma, Vrindavan, Mayapur, this is all a gift from Krishna. Any moment it can be taken away. Any moment it can be taken. Never feel proud of philosophy. Philosophy will be eroded in a second. People may know all the philosophy will do sinful activities, correct? We understand? So we are actually living under the mercy. This is a mercy movement of Srila Prabhupada, Krishna. We are living under the mercy. And when somebody knows that, then his mood changes. When somebody feels very confident, oh I know, so what is this knowing here? Knowing what? No big deal. We can teach a 10-year-old child, we can teach Krishna conscious philosophy in 2 months' time. And he can answer all the questions the way we answer, correct? Not a big deal. But what is our behavior? What are our etiquettes? How much the Krishna consciousness has gone inside us? That is more important. Okay. And we see here, this is 1620. Thank you, Mataji, Sureshwar, Shri Krishna Das. Tamam dushkituno muda prapadyante naradama maya aprita jnana. Thank you, Sarita Mataji. So there are so many reasons. Overall, a picture was that as we advance in Krishna consciousness, Krishna looks beautiful, devotees look beautiful, holy name looks beautiful. And the moment we come out of Krishna consciousness, all these things start looking stale. Holy name looks stale, no interest to chant. The deity looks stale, no desire to go and take the darshan. Shastra looks stale, no desire to read the Shastra, no desire for association. These things disappear away. We are here, society for Krishna consciousness. Services are not very important. We should know, first thing important is, am I going to fall down? That is more important. For Krishna, what is more important is, will I survive in Krishna consciousness? Services I will not do, somebody else will do. Not a big deal. But will I survive in Krishna consciousness? That's very important. And always we should be introspective. Am I going up or down in spiritual life? Because sages, what do they know? This we repeat every time. Mahaprasade Govinde Nama Brahmana Vaishnave. It is not easy to get faith in all this. Salpa punyavat vishwas na eva jayate. Not easy to get faith. And we can easily lose faith in them because their revelation is from Srila Prabhupada. Because of Srila Prabhupada, these people are revealed to us. And we cannot see Krishna today, but we can get mercy of Krishna through these means, correct? By deity, by Shastra, by holy name, by Prasadam, by Vaishnavas, we get Krishna. That's how only way you can get Krishna in the material world. There is no way you can directly see Krishna personally face to face, correct? Can you do that? You cannot. But the perception of this actually becomes sweeter as you advance. Like Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, what is the 2 grain of prasadam he got? He said, how much nectar this has. This has been directly tasted. He goes shlokas after shloka in Chaitanya Charitamrita, glorifying prasadam. We don't feel like that at all. True? There is a place that says sadhu sangha, lavamatara sadhu sangha sarvasatiyo. A station of devotees is so important. We don't feel like that. The devotees start looking like karmis, Shastra start looking like ordinary book, deity start looking like a statue. That is a fall down in spiritual life. We should understand that. Okay? So, just doing service is not a big deal. Even karmis do service. But what consciousness I am doing service, that is important. You understand? There's all thread and holy name, Diksha, there's all external. It's just an external stamp. Krishna is not seeing that. Krishna sees that, oh, you are first insect. Krishna is not bothered about that. You are a sannyasi. He is not bothered about that. That's why they said at the time of death, all this will be equal. What will be seen actually, how much desire we have to serve Krishna. Do we have a desire to serve Krishna without any material desires along with it? So therefore, devotee is always introspective. Extrovert, introvert. Devotee means introvert. Is always introspective, seeing what consciousness I am doing service. Am I doing out of ahankara or I am doing as an insignificant servant ordered by the Guru? That consciousness, because we are doing service, we cannot stop service, but we should be conscious, see. And when we are chanting, if you are conscious, we see the defect, then we are chanting, we are reading Shastra, we are looking at the deities, when we are meeting Vaishnavas, we take inspiration or prayers, instructions, actually to purify ourselves. Now Vena, you see, is he introvert or extrovert? He is not introvert at all. Is he seeing what is the reason he is saying that? No, not at all. Same way Ravana, he was pointed out. Mandodari said that, don't do that. He said maybe he is finding fault in her. Yeah? Maybe she is envious of Sita. I know she is worried that she will get the queen next. So it's important that we become introvert, introspect, and see the motivation for which I am doing a particular work. External word, I can call it service. Service cannot have a motivation. Service is only done for the pleasure of the master. We are doing service for pleasure of Krishna. Okay, so it is important we become introvert. It is important we identify that no sense gratification is being cultivated. We identify that no tamoguna is being cultivated, no pride is being cultivated. We introspectively identify. And then when we are doing service, we will not make a mistake like Vena. Hare Krishna, anybody wants to add how we can see that we don't fall in the trap? The trap that Vena went into. Hare Krishna. Yes, Mohanji.
Association of the devotees, Prabhuji.
Yes, be open. Somebody may tell you something very bitter. Okay? Be open. That is one way. If Duryodhana was open, many people told him, stop it. Okay, na? If Ravana is open, many people told, Anna, so be open to instruction even though bitter. Okay, good? Anyway else you think that we can save ourselves? Always taking a major decision, take advice from elders. We have the instruction of even Bharat Maharaj, when he was in a mess, did not take instruction from anybody. Ajamila, when he went to mess, did not take instruction from us. If he was an introvert, Ajamila could have identified, I am getting trapped by Maya, correct? He could have gone to his father or a guru and taken instruction, please save me. Yes? Yes, Muralidhar, what do you think? How we can save ourselves from the trap of Vena?
Yudhishthira did not take instruction from Krishna when he started, he वो क्या जुआ खेलने लगे थे.
जुए का ठीक है. I am not so expert in Mahabharata. ठीक है. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Thank you everybody. Hare Krishna. So nice. So continue to chant Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna, Prabhuji. Dhanwad.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Thank you. Thank
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna
Jai
Prabhuji.
Ho.
Dandavad pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.